Hello everyone, I'm Iram Zaidi, a global development professional and a passionate women's rights advocate who has worked across the corporate and social sectors in South Asia, Middle East and North America. Thank you World Speech Day for giving me this opportunity to speak on an urgent women's rights issue which has come into sharp focus globally during COVID-19. I refer to domestic violence, also known as domestic abuse, intimate partner violence, spousal violence. Domestic violence is a manifestation of gender-based violence against women. I will talk about domestic violence today in the context of India. Domestic violence is India's top gender-related crime as per the official crime statistics. It gained the added title of India's shadow pandemic during COVID-19, and for good reason. Women were forced to stay indoors with their spouses and partners. Their access to support services and other resources such as legal, mental and counseling were cut off, and their exposure to violence from the partners increased greatly. And it comes as no surprise then that the National Commission of Women in India reported a 2.5 times increase in the domestic violence complaints received from March 2020 when lockdown was imposed in India. In 2019, almost 31% of the 4 million cases of crime against women dealt with cruelty by husbands or relatives. So basically 31% of crimes against women in 2019 were of domestic violence. 30% of women in India have been emotionally, physically or sexually abused by their husbands at some point of time in their lives, yet only 2% reported to the police. Why is domestic violence still a reality in modern day India? The root of this lies in the pervasiveness of this issue. It's not that Indians don't know that it is a morally or legally offensive crime, yet they choose to ignore this common knowledge. And the reason is the deeply entrenched patriarchal and misogynistic culture in which we all grew up, which normalizes the tolerance of this issue. 57% of boys and 53% of girls in the age bracket of 15 to 19 consider wife beating acceptable. Now, it has become so common in India that domestic violence is dismissed as like a normal part of a marriage and relationship. It is also shrouded in this culture of silence and shame. It is a hugely underreported crime, and the reason for this information asymmetry is known to most of us. In India, additionally, there is the class-based digital divide. Now, 57% of women in India don't have access to mobile phones. So how will they access or reach out to these domestic violence hotlines or the domestic violence apps? Now, this is not to say that there is no legal recourse for women in India who are seeking protection from domestic violence. India has very robust laws. Protection of violence from women, Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005, Dowry Prohibition Act 1961, certain sections in the Indian Penal Code 498A 304B. These all give ample protection to women, yet most of the survivors fall through the cracks. And the reasons are lack of legal awareness, lack of financial and social support, and an overburdened, antiquated, and sometimes prejudiced judiciary. Domestic violence is an endemic issue in India. Today, on International Women's Day, I make an urgent call of action to all of you, to women not just in India but across the globe. Let's choose to challenge the silence around this issue. Let's choose to make this issue mainstream. Let's choose to challenge the social, cultural, gender norms which produce and perpetuate domestic violence. Let's choose to challenge toxic masculinity. Let's choose to demand accountability from the state. Let's choose to inculcate a code of civil behavior in men around us. Let's start with the men and boys in our own homes. Let's choose to challenge our deepest held beliefs and value systems. Let's pause for a second and question our own unconscious bias towards each other as women. Women are the custodians and the practitioners of patriarchy as much as men are. So let's stop and pause for a second. Let's choose to honor the survivors of domestic violence. And domestic violence is not a private matter. It is a public matter. All of us have an equal stake in it if we want to keep our families, children, and societies safe and free from this menace. Thank you.